Dear students, today we will learn about a Neolithic settlement known as Çatalhöyük. In this module, we will learn the meaning of Çatalhöyük. Çatal means folk and Hayak means mound. Çatalhöyük was uncovered in the year 1961 by a British archaeologist named James Millard. We will also learn what is so unusual about these homes. Çatalhöyük is said to have housed at least 7,000 to 10,000 residents when it was at its peak. This in itself is a big accomplishment. Dear students, just like in English, we have some very interesting stories in history. Let us today learn the story about Çatalhöyük. Çatalhöyük is one of the oldest towns ever found. It is nearly 9,000 years old. You are only 12 years old, so just think how old it must be. Çatalhöyük is one of the Neolithic settlements and it is located in Turkey. Turkey is a country in Asia. Now look at this map. In this world map, you can clearly see that Turkey is very near to Europe. Can you point out where India is on this map? Almost 60 years ago, a team of British archaeologists dug up this site. Now we've already learned that archaeologists are the people who dig up fossils and other old things to learn about the past. They were digging around two small hills when they made this discovery. Now if you look at this map, you will see that Çatalhöyük lies in the southern hemisphere or the southern corner of Turkey. The site of Çatalhöyük is located near a fork in a local footpath and two mounds or hills. This is how the site got its name. Çatal meaning fork in Turkish and Hayak meaning mound in Turkish. Now if we look at this picture, we will see that there are two mounds or hills. One is the east mound and the other one is the west mound. And if you look carefully enough, you will see that there is a fork or a division between the road. So this is how the site got its name. This is the site of Çatalhöyük. Nobody actually knows what the real name of this settlement was. So it has been named Çatalhöyük by the people who found it. We already know that early men liked to live near water sources. So what were the reasons? I'm sure you remember. One was the water availability. The other one was it was easy to get from one place to the other. Then water was a source of irrigation. The soil was fertile. There were several reasons why people preferred to settle down near the water sources. So similarly, Çatalhöyük too was built on the banks of a river. But it is a very sad thing that that river has dried up today and it is not there today. You already know that early men led a nomadic life. Now what is a nomadic life? Nomadic life is when you do not live in the same place for a long time. You are constantly moving from one place to the other. So we know that the early men had a nomadic life and they were hunter-gatherers. But with the discovery of agriculture, the early man began to stay in the same place for longer time periods. We've already read this, so I'm sure you are clear about this point. Now Çatalhöyük was one such settlement where the people mainly practiced agriculture. It is said that this settlement flourished, that is existed successfully for nearly 2000 years. So you can well imagine how successful and well planned this settlement must be that it lasted for such a long time. The houses in Çatalhöyük were very unique. They were very different from the houses that we are living in. So how were they unique? How were they special? So let's find this out. There is a video. You will be watching this video and I would suggest that you watch this video for at least 2 times because to fully understand the various things that are being told in this video. Now before we start the video, there are some new words that you will be hearing in this video. It is likely you have heard these words before or you may not have. So let us first understand the meaning of these words and then we'll move on to the video. Now the first word is excavate. Excavate is a word that means digging. That is done by the archaeologists. So excavation is when you dig up an archaeological or a historic site to find evidence about the past. The second word is sedentary. Sedentary means when we spend most of the day or most of our time sitting. Now, considering there was a lockdown, many of us had a sedentary lifestyle. We were not able to go out, we were not able to move around freely. We spent most of our times sitting at our homes, watching television, playing games on the mobiles or the laptops or whatever we were using. So that is a sedentary lifestyle where there is not much physical activity. The third word is dwellings. Dwellings means houses. The place where we live is known as our dwelling. Next word is sanitation. You must have heard this word, but what does sanitation means? It means proper disposal of waste like dirty water, the sewerage waste, the toilet waste. So when we get rid of it in a proper hygienic way, that is known as sanitation. The next word is trash. That is garbage. Garbage जो घर का कूड़ा करकट होता है, that is known as trash. Now the last word is egalitarian. Egalitarian basically means where everyone is equal. There is no discrimination on any grounds or any basis. कोई भेदभाव ना होना, सबका एक बराबर होना. That is what egalitarian means. So now that we've understood these words, let us go on and watch the video. I would suggest you watch this video very carefully because the quiz is based on this video itself.